what is white witchcraft. We have, for study's sake, I'm breaking it into 3 groups, and sometimes it can be 4, but some of them are similar. But I'm breaking it into 3 categories, 3 types of witchcraft. 3 types of witchcraft. We have white witchcraft, we have red witchcraft, and we have black witchcraft. We have white witchcraft, we have black, we have white, red, black, white, red, black, white, red, black, white, red, black. Witchcraft. And all witchcraft is an abomination. Many times people make you feel like white witchcraft is a good witchcraft and it's used for good things. Today you understand that there's nothing like a good witchcraft. Every witchcraft is receiving its power from Beelzebub, from the devil, and it is for evil. There's nothing like a good witchcraft or a good witch. It is non-existent. All witches are evil. And the Bible says that suffer. Don't suffer and allow a witch to live. So if you are a witch, you will perish in the name of Jesus. Suffer not a witch to live, because there's no good witch. There's no good witch. Even though they call it white witchcraft, it is not. There's nothing white about it. If there is anything, it is much more deceptive. And I realize that in the Western world, today I'm focusing on the white witchcraft. Tomorrow we'll do red witchcraft, and God willing, maybe Saturday we'll do black witchcraft. But we are going to pray against white witchcraft. White witchcraft. White witchcraft, if you do some research on it, they make you feel like this is used to help people. But I'm going to give you the mystery. There's nothing like white witchcraft used to help anybody. The devil does it. Demons and the devil cannot help nobody. Witches cannot help nobody. Demons don't help anybody. Just coming to steal, to kill, and to destroy. The Western world usually practice white witchcraft. Western world usually, because of lack of time, I'll just go straight to what we need for this prayer during the season. But it can go deeper. White witchcraft are usually practiced in the Western world. Black witchcraft and red witchcraft are usually practiced in the Mexicos, Haiti, and Africa, and some other part. But all this witchcraft can be practiced everywhere. It's just that you will find more of this white in the Western, more of the red in the African continent, and in some of the islands and the Mexico places, and the black also, same thing. But here in the Western world, the white witchcraft are so, we have overt and covert. Overt and covert. Overt is something they do publicly, and you can know that, hey, I'm a witch and I practice witchcraft and I use my witchcraft to do good things. So they are able to bring it to let everybody know. In this Western world, people are not ashamed to come on public TV. Last time I was watching a news whereby a witch came on Fox or CNN, and they said they were going to cast spells on Donald Trump so that he was ruling or passing some law, and they said they want to bewitch him so that he will not be able to succeed with it. And they came publicly. They said, we are witches, and we'll be meeting, and we'll be casting spells, and we'll be tying him, and we'll be doing all these things. They come publicly. That is overt. But usually the black and the red are usually covert. They don't let you know who they are. They smile with you, and then you don't know. But also, some of these white witchcraft are so sophisticated in the Western world that if I tell you that this person is a witch, you will tell me I'm lying, because they have a way of deceiving people into thinking that they don't practice witchcraft, and that's where many fall into their traps. And people who are into black magic, people who do crystal ball, and all those things are moving towards the white witchcraft. But what I want you to know is that when you are dealing with a white witch, they use their witchcraft. When they talk about, I use my witchcraft to do good thing, it is because they only use their witchcraft to destroy somebody, to make something good and take advantage to better themselves or better the ones who they want to use it for. So now, somebody who practices white witchcraft, like a psychic, you go to the psychic and you say, psychic, I've met a man. I love this man. However, he has a wife, and the wife is standing in my way, and I don't seem to get him to take me out and buy me things and do things for me. So can you do something for me? And the psychic will say, don't worry, I'm going to use my witchcraft, which is white witchcraft, to win this man for you, so that he will love you and then hate his wife. So now, he now practices his charms and does his enchantment and give her things to do. And then the next minute, the man's mind is turned away from the wife and turned to this strange woman, this Jezebel, this Delilah. And then the man now wants to divorce the wife and go for this new lady. Why? Because she went to a psychic. She went to a spiritist. She went to somebody who is into Eastern religion. She went to somebody who practiced divination and sorcery. And they used their witchcraft for their benefit. So now they are saying that we use our witchcraft for something positive. There's nothing positive about what they do. They destroy somebody and then they use it to favor somebody who they want to take advantage of, and then establish a covenant. Then also, one of the things that is happening is that some of our family members are practicing white witchcraft. Because anytime people are practicing white witchcraft, what they do is that they will use their witchcraft to support their own children or own family members and push their children to become successful, as long as they are destroying other family members. So there's a witch who you will never know. And that's why people think that, oh, rich people cannot be practicing witchcraft. Witchcraft is for poor people, or witchcraft is for people who are struggling. No. Because the rich people and the successful people practice white witchcraft. This woman who is a witch practicing white witchcraft will use her witchcraft to exchange the destinies of her sister's children. Whenever she comes close to anybody around the family, she will use her witchcraft to collect all their stars, all their glory, and give it to her daughter. So you realize that in the family, it's only one person who is becoming successful. Only her and her children are succeeding, and everybody else is poor. Everybody else is suffering. Everybody else is going to her to look for money. Freemasonry is also part of the white. So now, in her witchcraft, she used her witchcraft to better her children. So you will find people who practice white witchcraft, many times your aunties, because they can switch the glory of their sister's children through their witchcraft and steal it and give it to their own children, so that their children will succeed, as long as they have deprived their other sisters or brothers' children's success. And therefore, a witch who practices witchcraft, whenever they meet in their coven and it's their turn to bring donation or sacrifice human beings, they will say, you know what, I don't want to sacrifice. I'll rather pay money and then rather go and buy other human beings for sale and sacrifice, not my children. They don't sacrifice their children. A red witch will sacrifice his own child. A black witch will sacrifice his own child. A white witch who practices witchcraft will say, no, I'm not going to sacrifice my daughter. Oh, no, she's too precious for me. I'll rather pay. There's a price they will pay in their coven, and then say that if you wanted my daughter, I'm willing to give you 10 other human beings, which I'm going to buy in the supermarket of witches. and I'm going to create an accident, and everybody whose name is written for sale because I've bought them. And that's what I'm saying. Some people, your family can sell you out for these white witches, so that when it is time for them to bring meat, they'll rather bring somebody else and exchange them for instead of their children, and rather make their daughter a lawyer, make their daughter a doctor, make their daughter successful. But then they'll have to still you have to do something negative with your child. So now the daughter is a lawyer but cannot marry because that's the price. I'll make my daughter a lawyer, a doctor, a successful person, but she can't marry. That is the attachment, because she's supposed to die and I didn't allow her to die. So she will be barren. She will not succeed in marriage. Her children can even die, but it doesn't matter. But for my daughter, she'll be successful. So a white witch uses her witchcraft to destroy other people in the family at the expense, as long as it is working for her children. And these white witches are easy to go to witch doctors and go to places to solicit for help. As long as it is okay, they want to secure their children. They want to be protective of their children and their family. So in the family, you will see that everybody is down. Only them are the one rising. Everybody is looking up to them. And then, but spiritually, they are the very ones who have stolen the glories, the destinies of everybody in the family member. So you will find out that when you go to prophetic conference, they will say, oh, your auntie, because they are practicing witches, because they must exchange that of their sister or brother or family members to benefit their children. Do you tell me that this kind of witchcraft is a good witchcraft? There's nothing like good. They have destroyed others to make wealth for their own children. And that's why one day a woman who is a beneficiary of a white witch. Oh, she's a doctor. She's a lawyer. She's doing very well. But then she goes and they say, your mother is a witch. She say, oh, how can my mother be a witch? How can my mother be a witch? Look at how she's been struggling to take me to school. Look at what she's been doing for me. No. Your mother used her witchcraft to protect you. Your mother used her witchcraft to push you. But now that you can't marry, it's because your mother is a witch. And therefore, her witchcraft does not allow her to make you marry. Her witchcraft does not allow you to be pregnant. Her white witchcraft has placed this limitation on you. And then her daughter is going so confused. How can this be? How can this be? Or you go and they say that, or you will go and you are praying, and they'll tell you that an auntie is responsible. The reason why you are not succeeding, because an auntie has stolen your star. She has used her white witchcraft to steal your glory and giving it to hers. As long as you are down and she is up, it is okay. That is what white witchcraft. So, and sometimes too, you come and meet a man who is so successful, is doing so well. Immediately you marry him. You find out that you have a problem with your in-law. Why? Because the in-law was using her witchcraft to protect her son to be successful. And her witchcraft does not permit any other persons to marry her daughter or marry her son. So anybody who tries to marry her, she will fight you out of that marriage. She's overprotective she has a soul tie with her own son or daughter. It's like the boy listens, your husband listens to his mother more than you. Your husband your wife listens to his mother because they have used their white witchcraft. I pray that somebody understands. If it's
join us every Tuesdays 10 p.m. Eastern Time and Fridays 11 p.m. Eastern Time for deliverance and spiritual warfare prayers. You can join the prayer line. Go to our website for more information, www.freshfireprayer.com, www.freshfireprayer.com. I recommend these two books to you. It will help you overcome witchcraft. Deliverance from Blessing Destroyers. You will know all the activities of witchcraft and how they operate against us, and also Consuming Fire for Fire. These books will help you pray against witchcraft and deliver yourself. It will also help you and expose how witchcraft operates against us and destroy us. A lot of people have received deliverance by using these materials. Once you start praying it, the Lord will begin to give you dreams, and your prayers will begin to distance those witches away from you, and their witchcraft spells, charms, hexes divination, black magic, obia, santeria against your marriage, against your finances, against your health, against your destiny will begin to be destroyed. Some of you are going through health issues, losing hair, stomach bloating, colors changing, going through pain and palpitation and attacks on your marriage, your finances, everything. There's chaos because of witchcraft. Get this book on our website, www.freshfireprayer.com. God bless you. Bye.